Alright guys, we are back. I hope you have a better understanding about the three basic guidelines of subject-verb agreement, and trust me guys, most of the questions that dwell with subject-verb agreement tends to be around the first three clauses. So if you guys have completely understood these three, then the remaining should be easy as a piece of cake. Okay, rule number 4. When a compound subject contains both a singular and a plural noun and pronoun joined by or nor, the verb should agree with the part of the subject closest or nearer to the verb. For example, Ramesh or his followers jog every day. The same sentence can be written the other way around as well. His followers or Ramesh jogs every day. So here, if you notice, there is a change in verb form compared to the first and second sentence. It is the plural form in the first sentence as jog, as it is preceded by a plural and collective noun, that is followers. Then in the second sentence, it is in the singular form because it is preceded by a singular noun, that's Ramesh. Rule number 5. When a phrase comes between the subject and verb, the verb has to agree with the subject, not with the noun or the pronoun in the phrase. For example, the birthday boy, along with his friends, is anxious for the party. Here, the modal verb is referring to the boy in the sentence and not to the friends. So note that the rule is applicable only when there is a phrase in a sentence and when the focus is on the subject. So back to the example, the birthday boy along with his friends is anxious for the party. So the word is referring to the word of the subject. So that is the birthday boy, the first part of the compound subject. So here the birthday boy along with his friends becomes a compound subject where it is referring to the first part of the subject because there is a phrase adjacent to it. If it was a word, it was considered rule number 4 and the word instead of is would become are. Rule number 6. A sentence with doesn't should have a singular subject. A sentence with don't should have a plural subject. Pretty simple. Let's look at an example here. Ram doesn't go to school. So Ram is singular. So the word doesn't takes the picture. Whereas they don't do their homework. They is a plural word and don't is a plural form of it. So they don't do their homework. Finally, rule number 7. Each, either, each one, everyone, neither, everybody, anybody, anyone, somebody, nobody, someone, and no one. So all these words are singular. So hence, whenever these words are used, we'll always use a singular verb. So let's look at a couple of examples for this. Each of the girls is qualified to win the prize. So each is a word which is a singular form. So of the girls, so even if the girls is plural, the adjoining verb is singular, is qualified to win the prize. Just what I said. Here, as we are using each of the girls, we are talking about one girl. Hence, the modal verb is singular. So the plural form of the same sentence could go in this way. All the girls are qualified to win the prize. Here, when I say all, we are not taking them as a single unit, but in their numbers. So each becomes singular, whereas all becomes plural there. Everybody is responsible to keep the city clean. Here, everybody becomes a single collective noun. Hence, we use a single, here we use a singular verb, which is everybody is responsible to keep the city clean. Here, everybody becomes a single collective noun. Hence, we use a single modal verb. That was it for the 7 guidelines of subject-verb agreement. And let us all put this together and take up the final test, which has come up right now. And I will see you in the next episode. Until then, keep practicing. And remember, grammar is not so difficult as you imagine it is. And grammar is fun. Thank you.